unmistakable, timeless music of Chuck Brown, a Washington legend, known the worldwide. Brown's sound was unlike any other, but spawned so much of what we hear today. Washington, D.C. is certainly not the same without Chuck Brown. Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in tonight for what promises to be a really special show. This Thursday, May 16th, will mark 1 year since Chuck Brown passed away at the age of 75. And while Chuck Brown was obviously known for his music, there was so much more to Chuck, like family and football. Chuck's two boys played at Virginia Tech, and their dad, I can attest, was so very proud of both of them. I'm joined by Nikos Brown, Chuck's son. Nikos, thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
And Wiley Brown, way over there.
No,
Don't worry, Wiley. Thank you, guys. Just watching those still images and hearing your dad, what does that do to you?
Man, it's just a reminder. You know, we wake up every day, we, see his pictures on the wall, but to see him here, man, and, see the outpour of love from all his fans, everywhere we go, it's just a reminder that he left us so much. He left us so much to be proud of, and it's hard to shed a tear when you see that every day.
Wiley, this sort of year anniversary, year mark of this, is this sort of a tough time for you guys, I imagine?
It's not as tough as I thought it would be because of, all the support from the fans and, all the love that we get wherever we go it's more than amazing. It's really, really amazing just to, have that to help us along with the grieving and everything. It's been great.
I met you guys 3 years ago at the house out there in Brandywine. We were out doing a story on Chuck, and I just found out actually from Chuck, was on Sports Talk with Glenn Harris and told me, hey, Chuck's two boys play at Virginia Tech, and I said, let's do that story. So I went out to the house in 2010 to talk to Chuck and the boys about family and football. Here's Tim Brandt with a look back.
Chuck Brown just can't help it. Music, his music, pours out of him. It's as if he couldn't stop it if he tried.
It is a feeling and a vibe that can never be described. You see what I'm saying?
But amidst the chords and solos, the hit songs and covers, Chuck also finds harmony in football.
It's nothing like it watching your son on the field, man. Yeah. Putting it down, you know what I'm saying?
Chuck's sons Nikos and Wiley are Virginia Tech Hokies, one former, one current.
I can rhyme on the mic a little bit, but I was always too shy to do that, so that's why I clung to football.
Nikos started as a defensive end at Tech. He started every single game as a senior and led the team in sacks. He's hoping now for a shot in the NFL.
When he on that football field, he hates everybody with a different jersey on and a ball in their hand.
Wiley plays defensive back. Rover is what they call it at Tech. He's a redshirt sophomore. Wiley could only practice last season after transferring from Duquesne following his freshman year.
I enjoyed every practice like it was a game for me, just because I wasn't going to be able to be in the games. That's how I take every practice to this day.
Chuck credits his mother for blessing the family with talent, although athletics never really stuck with Chuck.
I did a little bouncing around the gym, different gyms. I truly wasn't interested. I did, you got to put your heart into something if you want to become successful, But music, yes. I put my heart into that.
Chuck Brown's heart has been in music for a half-century and counting. Dubbed the godfather of go-go, Brown is credited with creating and popularizing Washington, D.C.'s own brand of funk. Fun, up-tempo drum beats may be go-go music's foundation, but Chuck Brown's guitar licks and vocals are what bring down the house. Brown has wowed crowds in Washington as well as the world over, all the while making quite an impression on Nikos and Wiley.
I get inspired watching them most of the time because now I play the piano a little bit, so when I watch him, I think it's something on my own.
But Chuck's career has had its downside. All of the touring has meant time away from his son's games.
When he's at the game, it's a blessing. It's great for him to even still be alive, because he's so old and still moving, you know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing to even have a father of his you know what I'm saying, of his stature.
While Chuck catches as many games as possible on television, he did make it to the 2008 Orange Bowl. That's when Nikos, nicknamed Zach by Chuck,
Well, because when he was born, he looked exactly like me.
was the subject of one of his dad's refrains.
And out of 80,000 people, I'm hollering, "Hey, Zach, give me a sack."
Racing in trouble, down he goes.
He can't wait right out there and sack the quarterback. Mama said, "He heard you."
Chuck Brown is a father of 4 with 6 grandchildren, and he just turned 74 years young. He has the energy of rockers a third his age, and still puts on shows that leave his fans and sons in sheer amazement.
He does his push-ups, drink his milk every morning. I'm like, I gotta get like him.
There you go.
She's sometime. She's sometime.
What keeps him going?
Inspiration, love, family love, wonderful wife, mother, beautiful children. Hello.
Watch Chuck Brown's fingers up close, and you can't miss them. The various championship hardware, courtesy of Nico's career at Tech.
I gave them all my rings, you know, when I started playing, I was saying I was going to keep the national championship ring. We have got one, but if we didn't, then whatever ring we get my senior year, I'll keep that one myself, and I gave them all the rest of them.
You gonna get him some more rings?
Yeah, that's the plan. Get him some more rings. Hopefully a national championship ring.
But even a national championship ring wouldn't trump what makes Chuck the most proud. His son Nikos is a college graduate, and Wiley is on his way.
Just me graduating college is enough, you know, for them because I'm the first in my family to do so.
My dream was when I was a kid, you know, I didn't have anything, you understand? I quit school in 8th grade or whatever. And I got my high school diploma somewhere else, which we won't talk about right now. But my dream was, when I grew up, have kids, I want my kids to have every opportunity and everything that I didn't have. You understand? I want to be able to graduate from college. That was the dream for me. It came true. You know what I'm saying? He graduated from Virginia Tech. And that means more to me than anything. And I'm just proud, man. I'm a proud as old daddy here wanted me.
Chuck Brown, 2010. You guys were pensive for much of that. You were laughing for much of that. When I was there with you guys that day, it struck me that he has this way. Everything he says, it sounds like a song. When your daughter, he picks your daughter up, she's sometime in me. That sounds like a song. She's sometime in me. What was it like for him to be your dad?
Man, I mean, he was just dad to us, but every day it was, you had to be on your toes, man. You know, it was something new every day, man. Like he always had something to teach us every day. You know what I mean? And that's what we always look forward to. Like coming home, we knew that he was always going to keep it real with us and show us how to get through anything, no matter what it was. Like our father surprised us a lot of times with how much, you know, he actually knew, how wise he was, just being so experienced in life.
You guys are in your 20s. He's been playing for 40 or 50 years, I suppose. So all you knew was music, right, growing up?
Yeah, my room usually was close to my parents, so I go to sleep listening to music, and I think that's why I'm a night owl now, because I'm so used to being up all night, and you know, it's just something that just grow on you, and now it's a part of me.
Now, did you guys play music as well?
Yeah, I play the keyboard and guitar a little bit, and I also like write and rap. Nikos, he's shy, but he good. He real
He
nice.
just tackles quarterbacks.
Like, when it's just me and him around, you know, he'll let loose, freestyle and rap and stuff, and he real good. But whenever there's people around, like he shy away from it.
When we were all there that day, I was also struck that when I was talking to Chuck, the two of you were just sort of mesmerized by him, despite the fact that you see him every day. He still had this incredible ability, just like he does at the 930 Club, to capture a room. And when he's talking, everybody is paying attention to Chuck Brown. I was thinking of him as sort of performing, and when I was there, it seemed like he was sort of not performing, but he was really fun and energetic. Was he ever sort of what I'll call normal, just kind of laid back, or was he always kind of on? Because that's what he did for a living.
He always seized the moment, man. No matter what it was, he took advantage of the opportunity. You know, just like when he sees fans on the street, he never passes up anybody. He never passed up anybody to give him an autograph, take a picture, whatever it may be. But yeah, he was like epitome of carpe diem, and he seized the moment everywhere he was.
Fantastic. We're with Nikos and Wiley Brown, remembering their wonderful father, Chuck Brown. This Thursday at Howard Theater, they're celebrating Chuck Brown with a concert. It will be the 1 year date since Chuck passed a year ago. You guys will both be there.
Yeah.
Do I have it on good authority that Wiley, you were going to sing one of your dad's songs at this event?
Yeah, I'll be singing Chuck Baby with my sister KK.
Okay, Thursday, that is at Howard Theater. You can go to thehowardtheater.com for more info. More with Nikos and Wiley. They were frankly surprised 1 year ago at what they saw, felt, and heard after Chuck passed away. We will talk about that and a lot more when Toyota Sports Talk continues. Don't go away.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So, what you got?
You're watching